Happy Father's Day. Welcome back to my channel. Growing up with our father, it is very hard because me being a father now, I realize some of the things that my kids did today, and without me being present, it's not the same as me being here, right? Because without a father, it's like a house that built on a rocky foundation, right? When the storms of life comes, blow the house right down, you know? Because that's what happened in my life, right? When the lack of financial support in my families, I have to quit school in my senior years, right? I had like one more year. I couldn't easily graduate, but I didn't finish senior years, right? Go to the street, feeling like it's my duty and it's my responsibility to take care of my mom now. She got older, and all the storms of life that she done endure, even all the way back in Vietnam when there's wars, right? So she went through life enduring so many pains and suffering of life. Now we are struggling financially. You know how that made me feel, right? As a young man, because these are the things that she instilled in me. Because growing up, I'm seeing my mom work days and nights just to have food on our table, clothes on our back. You know what I'm saying? Just that, just the basic needs. And now she got older, we're struggling financially. So I quit school and started going to the streets, start hustling. I was hustling when I was 14 already, 13, 14. But when I was 17, about to turn 18, you know, I'm about to graduate, I ended up quitting school, thinking, hey, there's money in the street. If I decide to go to college, I mean, it's going to be another 4 years. And it seemed like my mom done got weaker, you know? And we come to this country, man. My mom had never been to the doctor, right? So I'm looking at her, she seemed weaker, you know? I don't even know we have health insurance or not. But I feel so sad. So that's what I did. Went out and hustled. And to make the story short, you know, become gang leaders and end up in the Fed. Doing 10 years. What do I get? Nothing, right? I lost my freedom. My mom passed away of cancer while I was incarcerated in Kentucky. I left behind a 3-month-old. So my mom took care of my daughter while she was still living. And not long after I incarcerated, you know, my mom died of cancer, right? I believe that without a man at home, there's a lack of sense of purpose in a family. I'm not knocking down the mothers, you know, I'm not knocking that. But it's something about us men, right? For an example, my kids, their mom would tell them, hey, let's go do some con. They were procrastinating, they will do the minimum. But when I say it, they hurry up and do it. And they did exactly how I expect them to do it. You know? And I learned to become a father when I was incarcerated, because it's eye-opening for me. Once my mom passed, during my incarceration, it's eye-opening for me that this society do not care who you are. You're poor or you're middle class. Of course, they only care about rich people, right? But other than that, the society do not care about you. If you make a mistake, you become a statistic of the society. And it's only your choice. Now it's become your own choice to no longer be part of the statistic, the numbers, prison or death, drug addict, alcoholic, right? It's only your choice to shift your mind from where I was to become a different man. So I learned how to become a father when I was in prison. I learned how to love. I learned how to have a sense of pride, integrity, and honor, which is these three things already instilled from my mom. My mom had taught me these three things, but these things have continued to expand my mind while I was incarcerated. So I allowed these three things to permeate the way I think. So I become father, and it's hard to become a father while you incarcerated, right? But you have to pay your debt to society. And I seen a lot of men in prison, they become father from the wall, inside the walls. But us men out here, we have no excuse, man. I seen 30 kids try to jump 2 kids on the news. And the only reason I see this is because they ain't got no father at home. Either their father in prison, or if they are free, they're either alcoholic or drug addict. You cannot, there's no way that your kids will act like the way they act if we are being a father. Come on, man, 12 years old, 13, 14, 15. What do you know about going out here taking people's stuff, robbing people's stuff, steal, kill? That's because they have no sense of hard working, honor, and respect. And all these characteristics, all these traits is coming from a home. They have no family values. No family value. So do not feel sad if our kids end up in prison. You know what I'm saying? We got to become father. And in order for us, in order for me, you know, in order for me to become father, I started to self-growth, self-development, and continue to apply the principles that today's society lack of. Honor, respect, integrity, hard working, the sense of purpose in life. So you as a father, me as a father, I must take charge and lead the way, and implement this principle in my own life. In order for me to teach my children these things, I have to apply my own life. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm seeing the lack thereof today. Kids are being disrespectful to their parents, where you can't expect any less because their parents using all kind of profanities in front of them, call their kids you a B and MF and all sort of profanities that is available for them to use. They use them all on their kids. And then I see the kids talk back to them. We ain't got no more family values, man. If we do, it's very small percentage of household, man. So I became father inside the walls, doing 10 years. And I'm thankful and I'm blessed to be able to come home and continue to instill in my kids the sense of honor and respect. And believe me, my kids know how to fight. My kids are smart, straight A, you know what I'm saying? Respectful. And they carry around them with a sense of honor and respect. You know,